What's up, everybody? It's me, it's Ross, it's Red Optical Corp. Okay, now I am back with some comic book stuff. As I said, was it yesterday? Wait, is it yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago, maybe. I don't remember. I've talked about the pickups I made. So, this Unknown Heroes anthology, I've been waiting for a long time. James, who runs Android's Amazing Comics out of Sayville, New York, he gave me mine directly instead of mailing it because he knows that I'm going to be there. And so basically this, let me see if this can get in focus, are the covers, without blocking it, of all the stories. So it looks like there was 11 stories. I read them all yesterday. And some of them were like just good, but not like the things that I would normally read. A couple were okay, and there was a couple really like I thought were like well done that I would read into the future of if they made them. I'm gonna just go in a non anything order, but one of the stories I really liked, and I hate to say it because it's like I was like, oh man, what is this gonna be about? Was this story called Super Guy. And I love this like classic cartoon artwork. I thought it was like whimsical. I thought it was funny. I know that the jokes for some people, if they read it, would be like, okay, yeah, it's like right on nail on the head with the jokes. But I loved it. I loved the what happens to the robot in it and how he gets reprogrammed as like a butler. I thought it was really cool. I would love to read if this artist slash writer did more. I don't remember who did what, but I thought it was really cool. The cover, it looks like Super Guy is in like ketchupy looking stuff. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can find the actual thing. It's like ketchupy looking stuff, but it's let me see if I can find that. Like that, and it's like in a sandwich. I thought that was really cool. So another story that I really liked in here was done by James of Androids, and it's called Project K. And they did, obviously he did the Unknown Heroes anthology number one, and they kind of had some of these characters in there, and I was like, I didn't know what I was getting into, but he and this artist, the writing with the artwork work really well, and the pacing really flows. And I'm not like the biggest fan of this like kaiju style storytelling, so I'm going into it very open minded, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the funniness. The guy kept calling him Kermit, and he was like getting annoyed with it. But I liked that it was a little bit whimsical, funny, and the story was cool. I liked that the guy gets like zapped with like some kind of juice that turns him into some giant kaiju monster. And I actually would like to see what happens in this world. I have no idea, and I feel like if it was made into a series, I would read it. It would be like the any of these series that I read, like a Local Man, where I really like Local Man because I just like that it's a series that goes on. I enjoy reading these long stories, not like a 2 issue, 3 issue, or something that starts and ends in like 10 seconds and I feel like has no depth. I like that they're creating this character world. With that said, there was 2 other stories I really liked, and I'm going back to find them. One was The Feather and the Flame. I thought it was a really cool story. It starts out, it's like these bards, and I don't know why I like that kind of thing. It's like they're drinking like ale at like a pub, and then all of a sudden there's like this mystical cult like stuff happening, and then it turns out that they're like they can call upon their superpowers, and I don't know, I was fascinated with it and the way it went, and I just want to know like where the story's going. Like it's an adventure. Can't remember what that book was. I think it was by Vault, where there was like fighting and bards, and I like that like I don't know why I like that, but I also like this like supernatural stuff. Kind of reminds me of like what's going on in Pine and Merrimack, mixed with that bard book that I read by Vault from a few years ago. So anyway, that was a really cool book. And then the last book that I liked, and I think this might have been my favorite story, was The Diabolist, which I loved. I mean, from start to finish. Like the only thing I would say is I don't love the main protagonist's mask, as much as maybe other people might like it, but it didn't like deter me from loving the book. The book was awesome. I loved how it starts. I love how it's a flashback kind of thing. I love that it's like, let me tell you how I got to here. It like gave you all the things you want. And in it, there's bank robbers, and while they're robbing the bank, they're wearing masks, and they're all like wearing masks that look like the Fantastic Four. I thought it was hilarious. Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and the Thing. I thought that was just really, really funny. That the bank robbers are wearing superhero masks. I don't know. I just loved everything about it. I love that he's a former escape artist who ended up in jail, and now he became this like vigilante who's trying to stop crime. But because he's like Houdini, it's crazy that he can just like escape from prison and he can't be kept. But I would love. This was done by Matthew Sumo. I didn't give credit to all the other people, but it's right in front of me. The pencils, Pete Collins, inks, Carlos Nunez, colors, Nate Collins, letters, Matt Kreutzer. But just a really cool story. I would love if this was out in something else. I would absolutely follow this story. I loved everything about it. Anyway, Unknown Heroes Volume 2. It was on Kickstarter. I'm not sure if there's still copies left, but if you go, you might be able to pick them up on Android's Amazing Comics website, or if you message James, man, I can't remember what it's Vega Law. I can't remember exactly his Instagram, but I'll tag him in this post. And if you want to reach out to him, if you're interested in this, I thought it was really cool. It's nice to support independent people and these independent creators. You never know. This could be the start of one of their careers, and they go on, and this becomes one of those things that you just missed out on. I can't wait for the next Unknown Heroes anthology next year. I know that's a long ways away, but anyway, I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday, and keep reading comics. Peace.